Hello, it's Tina from Cosmic Sisters Tarot, and today we're going to do a reading for autumn as it's coming up now. Summer is soon to leave us. I am going to pick 3 cards from my mixed decks. They're all mixed up together. So I'm going to try and shuffle this huge pile, and let's pick 3 cards for 3 separate readings for an autumn reading. Let's see what pops up. There's 2 there, should we pick them both? The penguin, the kingfisher. I am closing my eyes, so I'm not going to be biased on picking the prettiest of the backs, that is. I'm going to go for that one, which is copper. Excuse me if I keep knocking this. Right, so we have 3 cards. Let's go and pick now a witch rune for each one. Oops. So one for the penguin. One for the kingfisher, and one for the element of copper. And now we have those. I will show you each one. Hopefully it's in focus. I will show you all 3 together in a still image so you can, as I call, ponder. And there, try and get them straight. There you have it. Pile number 1, and you picked the penguin. Balance, family, dual nature and spirituality, take note of dreams. And you also picked the witch rune, waves, which is about movement, a deep connection to the spiritual world and things that are out of your control maybe. It could be insecurity, and as it's waves, being in the flow with your life, and it can also mean being overwhelmed. So for this autumn is about balance and family. The dual nature might come out, and the spirituality here has come out because of the connection here with spiritual world. So autumn time is a time for spirituality and connecting to source. Let's pick some cards. Let's actually do the tarot. So I'm going to use my chocolate tarot deck. So the penguin, take note of dreams. That's also about spirituality and taking note of any messages or signs that you do get in your dreams. And it's also, we're talking about family here and balance, because the waves are about things that could be out of your control. So this is the balance between the two, or finding the balance. Right, let's pick some tarot. Now I'm going to do and I'm just going to shove that to the side. I've got two there. I am kind of laying them like the Celtic cross for some reason. Maybe I'll cross one later. So, I think summer, which is still going on, isn't it? We're coming towards the end of summer. You have temperance here. Again, it's about balance. So what's behind you here has come up, which is still an issue because it's in the centre and it's the card you picked. Now, I feel like some things were out of your control this summer. I think there was a lot going on here that was too much for you, for the Ten of Swords to be above you. It's over your head. It's just, again, I picked up overwhelming from this, wasn't it? So I feel like this was overwhelming this summer for you, and much healing needs to be done from all that's gone on this summer, and it seems to have been a very, very busy summer. Deeply connected with family, deeply connected with spirituality. So the 10 here, I think you just took on too much, and it just became too much. It became overwhelming, and you felt, I'm quite surprised that the tower's not there actually. I feel like, you know, you collapsed and fell. Not literally, but you sort of, you know, you fell down the ladder and you need to get your foot back on the ladder and get back up again. So temperance behind you is also about this balance that's needed, and it really needs to be sorted out now. So in the following autumn coming now, things are going to change, things are going to move forward. I feel that there was a step back, there was family matters that needed to be resolved, and there's still things that need to be resolved, and they need to be sorted through priority, and the balance is finding the time to do what's right for you and what's right for all these issues to get sorted. So Sorry, I've still got a bit of the flu. Coming back to the past again, there's a connection to the past. Now, is this family? Is this... I don't want to say that it's someone on the other side or someone who's recently passed over, because it doesn't say anything about a sorrow or a loss. But there is a connection with this spiritual connection that I feel is connected to your past, and your past is going to catch up to you. And it's going to hit you, and it's going to be like, wow, here with the High Priestess. You're just going to have... Autumn's going to be a time for meditating. If you do your own readings, doing readings, or actually going out and buying some oracle cards, that you can sit and do stuff spiritually, do your own healing. You can look all this up if you don't know about it. If you do know about it, it's about finding time to actually do this for yourself, and things will get moving. Now, there could even be a house move here for some of you. It just seems to be that there was a lot of an uphill struggle with stuff, and it was just everything piling on top of you all the summer. But you dealt with it, and you still are dealing with it, and you're getting through things and crossing things off the list. But autumn is time to think about you, which is slightly out of the picture here, but we have our little fat devil. I don't know if you can see that. With all those yummy chocolates and sweets and yum, yum, yum. But it's time to think about yourself here. So I think autumn here is about winding down, finding your spiritual path again, which you were on before, but everything else has just got in the way and it's got pushed back. So it's again finding that balance between family and issues that need to be sorted and your me time. Now I'm going to pick some, I'm going to pick one card to cross the penguin. So it's sort of like the Celtic cross, but I just feel like I need to find something to put across, and we have the bird of paradise, which says, be daring, bold and persevere, make the most of life. And it's about masculine energy. So that's about here crossing you. So you haven't been so daring and bold, and I think then you should start speaking out. And all these issues here with all these other people, some of them are not your problem anyway. Well, hardly any of them are your problems. You're just bringing it on yourself, and you need to offload. And I think it's now to put your foot down and say no. That's that be daring and bold, and just push through, persevere with stuff. Make your priorities what's important to you first. And it says make the most of life. And the masculine energy, I feel that that's the pushy side of it, because the feminine energy is less aggressive, isn't it? And I feel that there needs to be a little bit of firmness here that's not been had all summer. And basically it's time to stop people walking all over you. So to make people stop walking all over you, if that makes sense. Autumn is going to be about finding your securities again and getting back in the flow with life. And like I said, this is about movement because it's waves, and the Wheel of Fortune is also getting that feeling here, those two connecting, and some sort. Had a changeover of cameras because I had a dead battery. So here we picked Azrael, and working with Azrael. Azrael's aura is a shade of vanilla cream. He surrounds grieving and dying people with his loving light to bring them comfort. When Azrael is around, you may see eggshell-coloured twinkling lights in the room. The crystal creamy yellow calcite is calibrated to Azrael's energy, so holding or wearing this crystal may lend additional comfort. So I think here Azrael is telling you you need to heal your heart, because all of this that's been going on, this star here is healing, it's below you, and I feel like I need to switch these over to put this above you so it's over your head, and then all this stress is beneath you and on its way out for the autumn. So all in all, summer has been a stressful summer with a lot going on and helping others. So autumn time is a time for you to sit back and reflect, and you can ask Archangel Azrael for help and comfort here. Things will settle in the autumn. Things are already sorting themselves out one by one, but this 10 at the moment is still overshadowing you because it's still overhead. But leaving the summer behind, we are moving away, coming back to this, movement. We are moving away. So autumn, coming back to the waves, you will be moving away from all of this and leaving it behind. So in general, yes, you're going to have a great autumn, much better than the stressful summer you've had. So I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope to see you again soon, and enjoy your autumn. Bye. Hello, pile number 2, and you picked the Kingfisher. Calmness, prosperity, protection, a time for generosity. In this autumn reading, you also picked the Scythe, which is about sudden changes, moving away or from someone or something. This reading is for autumn, as we are just leaving summer now at this time of filming. We will see what comes up, but at the moment it's about calmness, prosperity, protection. A scythe can be a warning of danger. When I say danger, a warning, it's just a warning in general. And so protection here, it could be physical protection, guarding your home. It could be protection against feelings. I feel this is a sudden move, or walking away from something quite abruptly. It could be leaving a job, it could be leaving a person. It's in general moving away from something. And I think the summer has probably built up this resistance that you feel autumn now is a time for shedding, like the leaves fall off the trees. It's a time for shedding the old you and being a new you. So let's put that over there and let's pick some tarot from my chocolate tarot deck. So I'm going to do, sorry, I've still got the flu a bit. I am going to sort of do a Celtic cross. Now I'm going to do it slightly different because I want to put one above you, one below, one behind, one in front. Hopefully they're all in view. I don't think they are. That one's not, is it? We will pull them out and look at them again later. So, from Kingfisher behind you, I feel already that here there was something that needed to be protected or stowed away or just hidden from everybody. It could have been a physical thing. It could be your feelings. I feel like in the picture she's burying the chocolate coins. So, you know, through the summer something was buried, or it's still being buried because we're still going through summer at this time. Now I feel like this walking away here is going to be a big drastic thing and there's no turning back. This is the Eight of Cups and he's left all these messy cups behind that are all mostly on the floor. There's a couple up but he's not even bothered with them. If you can see the picture, he actually has a clock on his back and a suitcase, so he's taking all his stuff and he's like, yeah, I'm going, that's it, I've had enough, and he's got his back to us. And this is you for autumn. This is above you, so things are coming back to the scythe as well. Things are moving quite drastically. But I think through the summer, if the summer has been turbulent for you, I think autumn brings this calmness of the Kingfisher. And it's a time for, it says a time for generosity. So I feel here, you know, what you've held back or hidden will be able to come forward and come out again through autumn. Now below you, you've got the Hierophant, which is about teachings. It can also be legal stuff. I'm not going to go down the legal road, maybe for some of you, but I'm not getting that vibe with this one because of there not being any other relevant cards with that, but not saying that it's not. I think it's more about learning lessons, and it's basically through the summer you've learnt the hard way, I feel, and you have the physical strength here in front of you. You have the mental strength to do it, whereas you haven't in the past. So the summer has been leading up to this abrupt move or abrupt ending. And moving on away from danger, away from stress, away from all this negativeness here. Autumn bringing a much more positive view on life and bringing this strength in for you to have the courage to go and do what you really need to do for yourself. So down here is the King of Coins. Now this could be the person that you're leaving behind. it could be connected to what you're leaving behind and what needs to be done. I feel there's a lot more earth energy in autumn. In summer it seemed you were very flighty and really not sure of things. And autumn brings this stillness, that this where anger calms, you know, the panicking calms, and just everything just calms down to earth, and it will hit you, and you will realize, you know, that moment will be, yep, I've had enough. Yeah, I'm gone. So with the 3, I feel you're not alone in this quest, and I feel there's 2 sides. I have to pick up this one as well because it's opposing, because there's like bickering going on here. There's people on your side and there's people not on your side. So there's 2 sides to this story, and it's not about right or wrong. It's about what's right for you. And with it, you can see here the fairy is flying away with the wands. So there's a lot more courage here, a lot more motivation to get moving in autumn, and it will bring much success and happiness. Now, I'm going to say that it doesn't leave everything behind permanently because of this card here. There's still a connection to it all, but there's a distance from it all, which autumn will bring, and it will help clear your mind. Now I'm going to pick some of these that are all mixed up, my oracle cards. I'm going to cross the Kingfisher. So it's kind of like a Celtic cross with the hummingbird. Healing. Get back to nature and retreat. So this is what we're saying. So it's about not physical healing so much, but it's about healing the heart and healing energies, bringing those healing energies into yourself and having the time to reflect on stuff. Get back to nature and retreat. So I would do what that says. If you're living in the city and you can't, you know, oh, I just can't get back to nature, you can even go to a park, or you can just meditate with some nature sounds. If you're living in an apartment, just stick the headphones on and just get away for, you know, 10 minutes or something, because it helps to clear your mind, and you need to think clearly on what you're doing. Yeah. So autumn is a time for healing and a time for reflection, and after this abrupt, quick ending to something, this quick moving away from it, will give you that time for yourself. There will be this niggling in the background, but you've moved away from it physically, mentally, and it's either at the back of your head through autumn, and you're not worrying about it so much, you're not bothered about it so much. You've decided to, you know, get the emotional strength and put it to the back, put it in your recycle bin in your head and get on with your own things that you need to do. I'm going to pick a couple more, I think. I think we need the dragon. Wow, you've got fire and water here. So I find here, so water, regenerate and go with the flow, enjoy a bath or shower to cleanse your soul, but be mindful of depths, lest the waters that purify also engulf. Fire breathes transformation, illuminating the soul's journey into the light and sparking passion within, but beware, rage also lives in its flame. There's a lot of emotions here for summer, and this needs to take balance in autumn. This needs to, calm and settle. The water here is about healing, and when I said about the getting back to nature, if you can't, or if you have a bath, most people do have a bath, or even a shower, is about cleansing. Get some spiritual soap with some sage, or do some smudging, light some candles around your bath, and get that time for yourself. Because the fire here, yes, the fire does breathe transformation, and there is going to be a huge change here, a big move. So it will be a big transformation, and things will be now leading up to this, coming through to the autumn. So it's just be careful and think about things before you rush into things. And I'm going to leave it with that, because the autumn looks like it's going to be a greater session than the summer was. And I wish you all the best and hope to see you soon. Hello, and you picked pile number 3, which was copper, with the goddess Venus, Friday, kidneys, beauty, positivity, good fortune, prosperity, reflection and mirrors. And the atomic number is 29. And you picked the witch rune of the female or woman. So that's lovely that here for this autumn reading you've picked the goddess Venus and the woman. As this is a general reading for male or female, there's a high female essence here. So with the feminine attributes, I feel there's creativity and nurturing, also teaching. We have good fortune and prosperity, and also reflection and mirrors, it says. So I think we should start pulling some tarot, which I've got my chocolate tarot. I'm going to just do what I did with the others, which was sort of like a Celtic cross. Move you to the side. Let's move. Lovely little gem of a crystal. Oh, these crystals fell off. Never mind. Now that's interesting. Quite a few of the cards have already come out in the previous readings. And I find that when things happen, it's happening because of the motions of the moon, and all our feelings are, although we are all different, things tend to sync and happen to everybody at the same time. Now, I'm going to pick this one up, the Ace of Cups, which is behind you, and beneath you is the Seven of Coins. So summer, this is behind you. Summer, there were new beginnings, there was a seed, there was creativity, there still is, because we are at this moment, I am still in summer. So this is carrying on. There is this nurturing. I feel some of you have been teaching maybe through the summer. There's a lot of creativeness here and a lot of nurturing younger souls, even older souls, adult teaching. There's a lot of creativity going on, and I feel that you were able to put some pennies aside for other projects, but I feel like you shouldn't stop. When autumn comes, I feel that this is just the beginning of something that you started in the summer is just the beginning, and it's just started. And don't be complacent, keep going, because you can extend what you've been doing through the autumn and much, much further. You've got the Victory card here. You've got the Two of Swords, which I feel there's some type of conflict and maybe belief that you can't do as good as you have, but you really have done well already. Autumn is a lot about prosperity here. There's putting money away, saving money, and it's also about being careful with money. So if you have earned money through the summer, don't blow it. Put some away and start thinking about the future. Doesn't have to be long-term future, but to get yourself through autumn and winter. But again, coming back to Victory, this is really lovely here. We have Victory and we have the Hierophant here. So I'm sure there's a lot more teaching here. There's a lot more possibilities with using your talents to teach and make money. There's also conflict here. I'm not sure if it's physical conflict or it's within you. You're just conflicting in your head. But autumn needs to really move forward, because we have the Knight of Wands here, which is really progressing and getting offers. If you've got something in place through the summer, there's something coming in the autumn that will benefit you as well. There could even be physical moving or going or travelling to do this teaching. But I do feel some sort of conflict of interests going on here, whether it's in your mind or with maybe your partner or family. There's just this, it's a short-term, I call it bickering, this one, the Five of Wands. It's just people with differences of opinion here, and it's not really going to affect your decision. It's just that's there, and it's healthy to have someone else's opinion. Now I'm going to pick one to actually cross your card, which was copper. So, now see, this is a strong motherly instinct. This is strong nurturing here. We have motherhood. Motherhood is a sacred journey of nurturing and shaping futures where love flows unconditionally, anchoring souls in a bond that transcends time and space. Wow. So this could be about your own children, taking your own children forward, or home teaching. Maybe you home taught in the summer. If it's not with strangers you were teaching and being creative, maybe it's time here. Maybe you're thinking about home tutoring your children for the autumn and when they go back to school in September here. This is lovely. This really should happen. But it's a cross. Again, I think it's conflict here, conflicting ideas. So it needs to be thought about and spoken with others to work things out and work out a happy medium here, because again, 2 is blindfolded, not really sure where to go, but I would say push forward to do this for the autumn, because you've already set it up in the summer to bring this to fruition and to make things happen. I'm just going to pick a final couple of cards. Cutting cords. And the flamingo. So here we have cutting cords. With each slice of the invisible thread, liberation dances upon the gentle breeze as cutting cords frees the soul from the weight of past ties. Flamingo, when you need to rebalance or regenerate neglected parts of your life. So here, coming back to the past and the summer, I feel this cutting cords is a big change for you, and I think it's time to start thinking about it. I feel that it's about maybe leaving employment behind and being self-employed. It's being more independent. I feel that, neglected parts of your life here. Things need to be addressed for you and within your family, and you all need to sit around the table and debate this. And like I said, there will be differences of opinion, but the right choices will be made because you have the victory here. So I think autumn here is going to be a fantastic forward moving, leaving the old stuff behind, being the nurturing person, the teacher, and just bringing forward your ideas and new plans that seem to have already been seeded here through the summer, and you're going to have a fantastic autumn and right through to the winter. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, and do come again soon. Bye.